him into this last chicane.
And as you can see, he's going to halve his best result. It's 12th so far. This is going to be 6th for Bradley Rea on his debut at Imola.
I bet Shakey's having kittens.
Oh, we will be, won't he? We need to film him. Can someone film Shaky while the race is going on? And we'll play it in later. Final lap of the race then, and Toprak leads by 1.5 seconds. There's the gap, and then a gap of 1.2 back to Jonathan Rea.
A masterclass. The way that this man rides a motorcycle is just a joy to watch, and with the fact that we've got him here again in World Superbikes next year, we are so fortunate. Even though it doesn't matter what bike is on, Yamaha, BMW, Honda, Ducati, doesn't matter, to have Toprak in this championship is a joy to watch.
Let's hope Brad Rea can keep that 6th place. If we stay with this shot, we're not going to, but at the moment I can tell you that Baz and Redding are closing in. We saw them just a second ago. That's a 3-way tussle then, all the way down to the wire here. But what an absolutely sensational ride it's been from Bassani. Remember, it all went wrong in Superpole yesterday when he crashed. He was on target for his first ever pole. He crashed into the Rivazza. Ended up still on the front row of the grid. Just makes you wonder what he could have done if it had gone better in qualifying. Toprak
on the last lap.
On the final lap. I wonder whether that lap counter's not working again. He doesn't know what sort of pace he's on, so he just goes as hard as he possibly can.
The last lap, you've got 2-second lead, and he comes unicycle all the way into the Grassini chicane, down the hill for the final time. Toprak Razgatlioglu, you deserve every single one of these 25 points. And not only is it the first victory here at Imola for the R1 and Toprak Razgatlioglu, it's going to be the second, Greg.
And he's going, James, to have taken 23 points out of Alvaro Bautista this weekend as Yamaha, can you believe it, are going to do the double. Bautista crashing on the opening lap. Toprak does the double at Imola in 2023. A scintillating performance for Axel Bassani. Jonathan Rea is 3rd. Then it's Locatelli and Rinaldi. And has Bradley Rea kept Baz at bay? There they all are. Yes, he has. Brilliant last lap for him from Baz and Redding. But Bradley Rea comes through. BSB champion, 6th in the World Championship race here at Imola.
We doff our caps, Bradley Rea, top 6 in World Superbikes. Kanan Sofuoglu is congratulated by all of the team. These two riders, absolutely spectacular. And Axel Bassani here at home in Imola, giving their fans something to cheer about.
Ironically, with Bautista in the gravel in this one, he's won the Pirelli Best Lap Award already for this season because Toprak didn't set the fastest lap in that race, so Bautista's just wrapped up the Best Lap Award already at what is only round 7 of 12, which seems crazy. With all the fastest laps he's had so far this season, it's only the long races included, but never mind about that. What about Axel Bassani? Another fantastic podium for the youngster, the 23-year-old from Feltre, and he's a rider who's going places. Fogarty, as James has said he should be on a factory bike. I think we all agree with it. Lecuoni did a great job there, by the way, to come up from 17th on the grid to 10th on the Honda. But how about that? Toprak wins twice this weekend, and for the first time, Bautista is beaten in one of the long races. Well, he really is a lovely guy. We've seen him in the past in World Supersport. I always remember he was this Italian hotshot coming through as a teenager. Alessandro Zacconi it was, and his teammate Axel Bassani. And we had a feeling at the time he was going to do something pretty sensational across his career, and he's really beginning to come good now, isn't he? We've seen some amazing aggression as well at times from Bassani. You think back to the fighting at Barcelona earlier this year with Michael Ruben Rinaldi. Jonathan Rea comes away from Imola without winning a race. Toprak certainly does not come away without winning a race. Don't worry about ruining all the lovely green paint, Toprak, although to be fair, many have already done that look. It's a little bit like what he did at Portimao, remember, in 21, when he did a massive burnout on a green painted area to get back at Jonathan Rea for that protest the week before, but that's all in the past now. Toprak comes through. Maximum points then today for Toprak, 12 in the sprint race, oh, careful, 25 in the long race. This man is the master. It's a shame in many ways he didn't go to MotoGP. Many people, most people in the know, ranking him right up there with the likes of Marc Marquez in terms of natural talent and ability. But it's brilliant that he stays here in the World Superbike paddock. And this is going to be a massive cheer now for Axel Bassani. The 23-year-old coming through victory lane. It's his 6th career podium and his 2nd of the season. The Moto Corsa team there within 2 seconds of their first win. Didn't quite happen for Bassani, did it, this weekend? But I wouldn't be surprised if it does before the end of this season. I'm sure we'll hear shortly from Alvaro Bautista to find out what happened there. If you are just switching on, Bautista sensationally took the lead off the line from a front row slot on the grid, got down through Tamburello into the left-hander without trouble, and then we think he may have clipped the curb or the white line on the inside, lost the front, whatever the reason. Might have just pushed it too hard, but he lost the front and crashed. And I have to say, Andrea Locatelli did a very good job to avoid running into Alvaro Bautista. Locatelli did lose momentum there. It's a shame because he ended up dropping back and he could have been on the podium had that not happened. "36 career wins now for Toprak. He's just 5th. That's what he is now, 5th. Only a few more to go in the record books. He's behind Rea, Fogarty, Bayliss, Haga, his next target. The Turkish flag proudly flies. And I'm sure he'll meet Kenan Sofuoglu in just a moment as well.
And all 3 riders are down here, but what about that race?
Look out for Kenan's son, by the way. His second son, 4-year-old Zane, is here, wearing his tailor-made Alpine Stars leathers. We're probably going to see Zane in a second.
In second place, Axel
But what an afternoon this has been. Here's the results then. Toprak wins, Bassani second, Jonathan Rea third, but Bradley Rea 6th on the Moto X Yamaha. How about that?
I believe that we have ever seen.
Unbelievable, fantastic performance from Brad on his first ever ride here at Imola this weekend. And we're going to be unashamedly a little bit biased and start with that, Shaky.